Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new episode. It's a very important topic, and this week's episode I'd like to dedicate to all the women out there and direct at those men and also a couple of women who ridicule other women for PMSing. So, first off, what is PMS? PMS stands for premenstrual syndrome, and there's another entity called PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which is more important for from the mental health perspective, and I'll be coming to it later. Speaking of facts, about 90% of women in the reproductive age group experience premenstrual symptoms at least at one point of time in their lives, and a smaller amount of women experience premenstrual syndrome. So, what is this premenstrual syndrome? I told you that it consists of a certain set of symptoms that occur usually about 5 days to 7 days prior to menses and subsides about 3 to 4 days after the menses. And these symptoms include low mood, irritability, anger outbursts, anxiety, and difficulty in falling asleep, loss of appetite, and social withdrawal. Also, along with these symptoms, there can be other symptoms such as breast tenderness, swelling of the extremities, and feeling of heaviness, bloating, headache, muscle aches, etc. And a diagnosis of PMS is made when at least one of these symptoms are present in three previous menstrual cycles for most days of the week. Now, coming to PMDD, that is premenstrual dysphoric disorder, it's nothing but a severe form of PMS when these same symptoms, such as depression, that is very severe and worse, with feeling of hopelessness, guilt, and the anger outbursts are very severe to an extent of having relationship issues with either family members or at work or spouse, and the anxiety is too much. They are having difficulty in focusing and concentrating on their work. They are having weight loss. They are not able to sleep, and a lot of social and occupational, that is the daily routine disruption. Now, lastly, coming to how to handle these symptoms, whether it is PMS or PMDD. First, I'll talk about handling PMS because it is more common and it's easier, slightly easier to handle than PMDD. So, most of you have heard from your gynecologist or from your endocrinologist that or your physician that you need to change your lifestyle. That is lifestyle modification that starts with eating healthy, that is cutting down on carbs, cutting down on chocolates and ice cream and fried items. Eat more of vegetables, protein, eggs, meat, or sprouts, and also include fruits in your diet. Eat lesser quantities and more often if it's required. And also, along with this, maintaining a tight schedule of workout exercise, that is, it could be walking, a brisk walk form of walking, or aerobics, Zumba, Bollywood fitness, uh, any sort of outdoor activity, maybe playing badminton or going cycling. So things like that. You basically need to have some sort of physical activity which will tire your body and mind, and that you sweat out. Along with this, most important is or developing a hobby. Maybe painting, dancing, or writing poetry, reading, whatever it could be, because this kind of reduces the stress levels to a great extent. Another important aspect, it applies both for PMS and PMDD, is to understand why this is happening. Basically, PMS and PMDD are happening because of a lot of fluctuation of hormonal levels in a woman's body, and it's important for the lady as well as the family member and friends around to understand that it's a normal process. So now coming to treatment of premenstrual dysphoric disorder, that is the severe form I had told you. Medications are required to some extent, of course. If the abdominal cramps are too much and uneasiness is too much, something like mefenamic acid or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs can be given. Consult a gynecologist if OC pills, that is the hormonal pills, are required, are of choice. When it comes to the mood symptoms and the behavioral symptoms, we start what is known as the SSRIs, the selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. And the good news, the best part is that unlike depression, major depressive disorder, in PMDD, these medications, even if it is taken for a couple of days, the response is quite swift. Even in like 24 to 48 hours, the symptoms alleviate. So, my message to the community and people who are watching this is, do not ridicule women for PMSing. PMSing is a normal phenomenon and it's a physiological phenomena. Physiological means it is okay to have symptoms in during the menstrual cycle. And most often we hear other women criticize the lady that, even I have menstrual cycles, even I have menses. What's so different about it? But each individual is different. You cannot blame a lady for having these symptoms. And very important point is to support this woman who's having the symptoms during that time. Try your best to help her out cope with the symptoms. Please do not stigmatize. Please have an open-minded approach towards this particular entity, this particular condition. Thank you so much for watching. Hope it helps a lot of people out there.